That's not gonna work, is it? Hello and good morning, my fellow trucketeers. How the devil is everyone? Today is the 8th of May. It's a Thursday. It's technically a day after the last video. What I said I was going to do, I was 100% right. So yeah. Oh, I left my camera bag open. Oh, I have to make sure I don't hit the brakes too hard that everything goes flying everywhere. So, yes. We are currently at Lip Hook Services, just leaving there. We started off in Camberley for the night. Or stayed at Camberley for the night, and then just driven down here. We're going to Hayling Island. So in the last video, we obviously dropped off David Fox's trailer. After that, we went to Wilton International Centre and collected some plastic pellet things, and then took them to Brig. That's exactly what I told you I was going to do. And then, obviously I said from there I'll probably do fertiliser. And that's exactly what we got on. 24 tonne bags of fertiliser. I like the tonne bags because they're nice and easy, and there's only 24 of them. Whereas the 600 kilo bags, you can generally have about 47, so... yeah. But, yeah. So, we managed to get all the way down to Camberley last night. And, yeah, now we're heading to Hayling Island. I've not done a delivery in an Arctic on Hayling Island before. I've done one in a Rigid. So, yeah, I know exactly where this place is. So we're going to head there. I gave the farmer a ring last night and sort of said, what time do you want me in the morning? He said, well, we don't start till 8. I was like, I'll be there for 8. I'm going to be there at 15:15, so, you know, give or take a few minutes. And then after we do that, we got compost to do. So we got 2 loads of compost to do as far as I'm aware. Once I've got the fertiliser off, I will ring and confirm with my boss that that's what I'm doing. But yeah, so once we got this off, make our way to Ringwood, go get them on, do them, and then whatever else we have to do for the day. So yeah, let's crack on, go get it done. Right, so we are just entering Hayling Island now. So I used to deliver down here quite a bit when I was a van driver. There was a pub right on the restaurant, a restaurant right on the seafront I used to deliver to. And the fun thing about going to Hayling Island is this is the only bridge in and out of the island. So usually when you're starting to head into the island, probably about lunchtime it used to be, you'd always drive past all the traffic coming out of the island, and you're like, yeah, I got to sit in all that in a minute. So it's so depressing because you're driving past all this queue of traffic and you're like, yeah, I've got to sit in that. Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it because that is literally the only way in and out of the island. I don't know if there's any boats that sort of go, but there's definitely no like ferries or anything, I don't think, for vehicles that I know of. There probably is, but but yeah, if there's ever an accident on that bridge, you're gonna have to wait till it's cleared up before you can leave. Yeah, but yeah, I haven't been here for a fair while. Right, we're still 6 minutes away. I'll bring you in a bit. Right, nearly there. 3 minutes away. Excuse me. Yeah. Couple of tight corners back. I say tight, them like 90-degree corners, but with like a fairly tight radius. So when I go around them, either my trailer has to go on the other side of the road, or my cab does to not like go up on the curb. So people like to drive right on the white lines here, and it's like, I need that bit of room. Thought a van was going to hit my headboard when I come around one of the corners. So yeah, you might want to move over a little bit. So states in the highway code give large vehicles the room they require. If I need to pinch a bit of your bit of the road, so be it. expect everyone to know the highway code, do we? I mean, I don't know it off by heart. I know what I need to know. Oh, it's an old Sierra. Lovely. Just give that bike a little bit of room. There we go. It's quite a narrow pathway there, and I didn't want to have a wobble and fall off and then go underneath my wheels, because well, when you go underneath the truck wheels, you don't just end up like scratched up or injured. It'll make you go pop. And kid on the bike here, don't want him to have a bit of a wobble and fall off. Give him a little bit of room. There we go. I mean, you got to watch kids on bikes, because kids are stupid. I know, because I used to be a kid and I was stupid. I mean, I'm an adult now, I'm not exactly much better, but you know. Alright, you coming around this way? You're not indicating, but I'm going to assume because you're in that lane you're going to come this way without indicating, which you did. Right, there's the Lidl, so we got to turn right in a second. I'm pretty sure he said right. If not, we're going to have fun. Can't remember what this farm's called now either. Alright, let's get up here and go get this off. Oof, trees. Horrible, horrible trees. Tried to hurt me. Manor house. Don't want manor house, I want farm. There's definitely a farm up here. God, that's a bit of a drop if I go off there. Let's not do that. This is where the postcode puts me. Also, I did have a look and I did ring the customer, so I'm hoping this is the right thing. Ah, yeah, that's the place there. That's the yard's there. Ideal. Just got to figure out exactly where we're going. There's a doggy. Up this way, I'm going to gather. Just got to figure out where they want me, where they want to unload me. Let's go on the weighbridge. That'll be fun. I know how heavy we are. We're pretty much 40 tons, so. Alright. Let's see if I can find someone and figure out where they want me. So I'll just sit here for a minute. Alright, we'll see you in a minute. Alright, that's that one done. Not too bad, we've just got to get out of here now. Like I said, we can back up and turn down the side here. And then spin around in the concrete yard and come back out, or we can back into the shed here. Just do me windows up because I'm blowing dust absolutely everywhere. There we go. See if we can get around this tree, that's the question. Are you going to get around that tree? I hope so. I think we're around it. I might need him to move his fork so for me to get back out. I might have to reverse into the shed. The shed's quite low, and that's my sort of concern with that. So we'll spin round in here. Lovely, great big bit of tarmac, just a bit tight to get round the corner. It's got all the room in the world. I'll bring my Mazda down there and do some donuts in here. That's what you need to practice on. When we were younger and little scallywags, we used to take our cars at the Bulford Parade Square near north of Amesbury and go do donuts up there, but not so much these days because I think a lot of kits come back from places and there isn't as much room up there anymore. Right, is he going that way, is he? Oh, we might have enough room to get around with the forks there. But yeah, so let's see if we can get around this tree okay this way. Might be a bit of a squeeze, actually. Thinking about it. Oh, I don't think that's going to happen, is it? That's not going to work, is it? Is my headboard past that tree there? Nah, that's not going to work. That is not going to work. If it is to work, I'm going to need to get a lot further over. I'm now right in that tree. I could probably do it, I just need to get the whole trailer further over that way. There's the forks there. See if we can move them. Hold on a sec. Right, let's move the forks out the way, so let's give that a go now. Just got to get the trailer over as far as we can. And then give it a shot. Get on over that way a bit. There we go. That might give us the bit of room we need to make the swing. That's a much better trajectory. Also got to watch the headboard on this tree. Yeah, we're right there. Oh, bugger. Let's back up a little bit. Back up that way a little bit. And what we'll do is we'll turn in a little bit. We'll just inch our way out. Do that. Reverse back a bit. That's where I get myself pinned in, innit? And then we'll inch our way over again. And I think we're round. Yes, we are. Don't know if the camera's picking up how close that is, but yeah. We're pretty much on the, well, it wasn't quite on the tree, but we got around it. So I can do stuff like that, yet I back into bollards. That makes me a rubbish driver. Apparently. And like the farm I did in the last video, Where he said, we don't normally get trucks in here. So, well, why? If I was a rubbish driver, surely I wouldn't be able to get in there. He said apparently someone took the post out last time and that was somewhere else. Right, I think I know where I'm going. I don't need to worry about that for now. I'll worry about that a bit later. Yeah, so we're going to make our way towards Hearn and go collect our first load of fertiliser. Fertiliser? I keep saying fertiliser. Compost. It's compost I'm doing. So yeah. But I will ring the boss just to double check that is exactly what I'm doing. So yeah. Right, let's get out of here. Get off of this stinking island. Cool runnings reference there. Hayling Island's actually quite nice. If you ever get a chance to visit Hayling Island, it's a nice little day trip down the beach or whatever. Nice little beach here. I used to come here a few times as a kid, but as an adult, not so much, but yeah. Maybe I should bring Elaine down here one day. It is nice. Right, see you later. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, just going past the old stone flickers there, the old grass cutters. I wouldn't like to drive past them in my car, get loads of stones flicked at it. There's a big old aircraft there. Lovely. Yeah. Just parked up, I think. Yeah, so we're at Hearn. There's Bournemouth Airport, whatever you want to call it. So we're just around the corner from the collection. Yeah, we went into our services and spent an absolute age at the pumps putting fuel in, but we now have a full tank. So we are now going up here to go collect some compost for Warminster. So we'll go up and drop that off, and then we'll come all the way back down here again and then get a load for Axminster, which is near the yard, because I believe this trailer has an inspection due. So I believe once I get that off, I'll be taking this trailer back to the yard or down the workshop or whatever for it to be inspected, because yeah, it has to be. Alright, let's get in here and go get this collected. This is one of the jobs I prefer to do on a flatbed rather than a curtain sider, but it is what it is. We'll make do. Just more mucking around my curtains, and I've got to open and close the curtains several times a day. Not too bad doing the fertiliser because you can just open up one side because they have telehandlers, but if these places use forklifts, it's to open up both sides each time. I mean, it's not exactly a big issue, it just takes a bit longer, doesn't it? Alright, where are we going? We're blocking the whole place off. Right, there we go. If you're wondering why my phone's on, it's because I popped in a lay-by just before Ringwood to go have a pee. I just turned on the Hive Mapper app to see how well my maps are uploading, and well, if you put it on the app, it just stays on, so it's just taking away uploading all my pictures. Hive Mapper camera's this thing here. It's just doing what it's doing. It does upload the pictures when you have the app on in the background, but I just didn't turn my phone off, so there it is, doing what it's doing. Good boy. way to waste more battery, I guess. Alright. I feel like I haven't been in here for ages. Don't mind doing this stuff, it's nice and simple. The only problem is all their pallets are wrapped in black wrap and they're all left outside, so if it rains the pallets generally have water on top, and when you ratchet them down, obviously it creates a channel for the water to come out of. You end up getting soaked sometimes if you're not paying attention. You get loads of compost water on you. Yeah. Oh, I can smell it already. Fresh. Right. Don't want to ignore this weighbridge because that's nothing to do with us. Walking floor's kind of in my way a little bit. That's fine. I'm gonna have to take a bigger stab at it. It's definitely a place that you're gonna get dirty at if it's wet, or dusty if it's dry. Big wheeled loader, and it looks like someone's hit their fence post. It's not helpful, is it? Alright, I don't know if he's seen me yet. He's obviously loading up the thingy. Right, I'll just give him a minute to do what he's doing, then we'll go in and get ourselves loaded. So I will see you in a minute. Right, we are loaded. I was going to film a bit of that loading, but again, it was like rocket ship fast, so just didn't have time really. So here's what it is. So I may have another video of not much loading stuff in it. Let's wait for this wheeled loader to come out, and then yeah, I will get myself out. Hazards on. Wait for him to spin round there, and then we'll get ourselves out. Lovely old blindside out of their yard as always. Get ourselves as tight to that fence post there as possible and try not to hit the clip, the other one that someone else has clipped. Try not to hit the weighbridge that's behind me either. But we'll be alright, we'll be alright. Come on. There we go. Lovely. That's how you do it. Alright, let's get ourselves out of it and towards Warminster. To garden centre. Hour and 26 minutes away apparently. Don't know which way it's going to take me actually. While I'm on this, I'll have a quick check. Yeah, up through Salisbury like I thought it would. Yep, that's cool. So we're going up through Salisbury and then out through Wilton and up the A36 that way towards Warminster. So that's the plan, Batman. Yeah. Let's make it happen. And then we'll come back. 1, 2, 3. I might be back about 4 o'clock here. He was sort of saying maybe about 2, half 2. I'm like, yeah. It's going to be a 3-hour round trip. That doesn't include the loading or unloading. Depends how quick they are unloading. And then he said they got some pallets to send back as well. So obviously they got to go on and get strapped on. But hopefully they can go on in like 2 or 4 stacks or something like that. So depends how many they got, I guess. Alright, let's get on up the road. I will see you in a little bit. Ciao! Okay, we're just coming up on the customer now. So we're going to go from the A36 to the A350. I'm pretty sure I've been to this garden centre before, just outside Warminster. Excuse me. Yeah. I believe I have. It rings a bell. So, yeah. But we've got to try and get back and at least get this other load on. I don't know whether 10 minutes is important, but yeah. But my boss wants to make sure I can actually get it on today, so it should be doable. Depends how long I'm going to be waiting here. Hopefully not too long. Yeah. I need to ask to borrow their little boy's room as well, because they do wee. Crawling up these hills. Ain't been too bad to drive, actually, to be fair. A little bit of traffic in Salisbury, but nothing major. I had a van that he ripped himself off by sitting on the inside of me on a tight corner. Yeah. He did hit the brakes. I'm pretty sure I heard him beep, but it's like, well, you have put yourself in probably in the worst place you could have been at that point. I mean, I would have stopped before anything happened, but he already hit the brakes, so there's no point in me slowing down. But it is what it is. Simple. Don't be on the inside of a truck on a corner, or the outside. Don't be next to a truck on a corner. It's not a good place to be. At least if you're on the inside of me, I can see you. But if you're on that side, probably not. Nearly there now. There we go. We've got to go back down towards Wilton and everything. Back through Salisbury and back towards Hearn. It's not actually Warminster, it's Crockerton, but close enough. Nearest makes no difference. Literally, the other side of that roundabout behind me is Warminster, so yeah. Right, let's try and not sail on past this place. Try and keep an eye out for it before we go sailing past. Nope, that's people's houses. Ah. Cranbourne Chase National Landscape. Lovely! Ah, here we go. This is it here. Pretty sure it is. Yeah. Oh yeah, I have been here before. Yeah. I recognise it. Right. Oh god, there's a lot of cars here today. This could be fun. I'm pretty sure we unload at the bottom over there, but we can't really do that if there's loads of cars there. So I'll have to come down here and stop and get hold of someone and see where they want to do this. There might still be room there. We'll figure it out. I'll just go along the front of all these cars. There might be room there. Normally they unload us here. I'll just pull up here for now and then get hold of someone, and then we'll figure it out from there. Right, see you in a minute. Right, that's us done here. Yes, that didn't take too long either. Wow, about 50 minutes, but they did like unload 24 pallets and then reload another 7 stacks of pallets as well, empty pallets, to go back to the compost place. So yeah, all good, all good. So we should be back there about 3:15, maybe, depending on traffic. So we should have plenty of time to get loaded again. Is this car going to wait? Yep, they are. Fantastic. Thank you very much. That's what we like. So we're going to get on back on the A350 here and get back on the A36 and go back down through Salisbury and all that fun stuff. So yeah, back towards Ringwood and back down towards Hearn. Lovely jubbly. That's what we like. Just got to get out of here now. We have a window, look at that. It's like when you go around the roundabout and all the lights are green. Superb. Right, I will see you. I'll see you once I've got loaded. So yeah. Let's get the engine running and get some air built up. And obviously all the axles are dropped and stuff, so say axles, the one axle was dropped. So we'll just let our air build up a little bit and then we'll make our way to the customer, which is just the other side of where the yard is, and the map's the wrong way around. There we go. Dorchester, there. Axminster, Killington. There we go, that's where we're going there. So I think we're going to be about an hour and a half roughly. Right, see if we can get on out of here without any bother again. Oh, about 2 hours then. So we'll be there for 6. Let's get ourselves near that fence over that side again. And we'll push the trailer straight out. And then we'll bring ourselves around so we don't hit the post that's already been struck. Which I'm going to hit if I carry on that trajectory. There we go, we're going to miss it now, which is ideal. A little bit of a tricky one, but it's not dreadful. There we go. Sorted. Blow me broken air horns. Lovely. Alright, let's get on down the road here a bit. Alright. I do. Alright, let's get ourselves towards Kilmington and go get these, again, 24 pallets of compost off. Wow, compost and topsoil we got on this time. We've got like 3 pallets of topsoil on at the back, but the rest of it's all different types of compost. So let's make our way over there. I don't know which way it's going to take us again. I guess I'm going to say it's going to take us through the top end of Bournemouth. Yep. Oh, yeah. And then pick up the road the other side of Ferndown. So yeah, that makes sense. Cool. So we're going to go do that. And from what I believe, I might be taking a milk tanker out tomorrow for a run. Yeah. So if I do have to do that, I'll film it. So we'll get 3 videos out of this week. Brings her then, I might have 2 weeks off of filming then, have a bit of a rest from it. Because I've been smashing the videos recently. But that's fine. Yeah. We'll see, we'll see. If I am doing it, I'll film it. If I'm not doing it, I won't film it. But I think it sort of depends on how getting this stuff off goes, so yeah. Right, let's make our way towards Kilmington, which is the other side of Axminster. We'll see you in a little bit. Ta-ta for a bit. Right then, we are very much nearly at our last customer of the day. Gonna get this lot off. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. We've made up about 3 minutes, so we're gonna get there at 5:42. I'm just gonna get there at 5:45. Some people in sort of like Hearn area were a little bit grumpy earlier, so there was a guy sort of approaching a roundabout about 200 yards from the roundabout. I've started to go because there's been a gap in the traffic, and of course because I'm heavy it takes me a little while to get going. What's he do? He doesn't slow down or adjust speed, he just races up at me at that speed and then slams his brakes at the last minute, beeps and flaps his arms around. I'm like, use your eyes, pal. You know, I've taken an opportunity and I've gone, and yeah, you've just decided to carry on racing up to me, so that's your problem. And then as we get into the merge lane, because I've come around the roundabout, you end up in the second lane automatically. So of course as we start merging, I've started coming over, and this 3.5 ton flat faced like van, like a Isuzu or whatever, decides to start beeping at me. I'm like, well, you're at the back of me, I'm merging over because I'm running out of road on my side, you know, I'm already ahead of you, I'm in the merge, but you keep moving forward, which is stopping me from being able to get over. You've put yourself in a rubbish situation. You beeped at me, so I've got nowhere else to go. So you're the one that's like near my back wheels or the back of my trailer. You're the one that's got to sort of think, oh, hold on, I'm not going to be able to get in front of this guy, so why don't I just, I don't know, slow down a little bit and maybe let him just carry on and get in. But nah, some people aren't that clever, are they? Right, we are delivering in there. So let's get in there and get this off, hopefully very quickly, because we need to drop this trailer off at Samways now. Well, I'll say Samways. We have to drop this trailer off at Gore Cross and then bobtail home, and we need to try and be done by 7 o'clock because yeah, I need to start at 4 in the morning. So we'll get in there and get everything undone as quickly as humanly possible and see where we go from there. Let's just get in there and get round the back. I'm not going to squash your hose, am I? I'm going to stop, yeah, because I don't want to run his hose over. Alright, let's just wait here a minute while he runs up. Got the hose. Yep, they're going to unload me, cool. Right, let's get around it. Thank you. Cheers.
You all right?
Yeah, all good, you? Yeah, I'll be alright. Cool, thank you. God, don't help with this car just like dumped in the middle. Get around that plant pot. Yeah, we'll get around there. Cool, we'll get ourselves sort of in some sort of position. What I'll do actually is I'll just come up and I'll just park along the top here. That should work. Do my window up, it's going to create a lot of dust. Dun, 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 dun. That should do it right. I'm going to jump out and get these straps undone and curtains undone, lickety split. So I'll see you shortly when we're done. Alright, let's get on out of here. Absolutely tremendous job there. Old boy and a young lad unloading me, and well, absolutely flew. 23 minutes that took. That includes unstrapping the entire load, moving the curtains back and forth, doing the posts, and then obviously unloading stuff. Like, they got everything off before I even finished wrapping my straps up, which sometimes is almost unheard of. But then obviously there was 2 of them unload me. But fantastic job, superb. It's exactly what we wanted. So we just got to get out now, Hopefully we miss that plant pot that's there. Might be close, but we should be alright. Just don't want to hit that roof either. Right, we're all good. We missed everything. Lovely job. Alright, now we got to fly on back towards Gore Cross to go drop this trailer off and then get on home and stopped, ready for tomorrow. Like I said, that'll be a video for tomorrow. So yeah. Just get me mid-lift up actually, because that's still down. Take a nice big swing out of the yard here, because that lady stood right on the rock. I might need you to sort of step out the way, please, my dear, because my trailer might catch you, and we don't want that. So watch out. Yeah, she's moving. She's moving. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's get on out here. Upset some people. There we go. Right. Let's get on back, get this trailer dropped off. See you later. Right then. We are done diddly done. Well, near enough. Just going to drive the unit home. But obviously I'm not going to show you where I live, so. There we go. Alright, let's get out of here. So we are done for the day. No, near enough. We're going to be parked up outside our house at like 8 minutes to 7, so we're very, very close. Boss could potentially ring me any second now. But yeah, that's it. So if you want to see me pull a tanker around, check out next week's video, because I'm going to film tomorrow as well. I filmed 3 days in 1 week. Madness. Technically 4. I filmed a little bit of one other day, didn't I? So, but hey, getting all the content for you lot. Right. We will leave it there. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. The more of you that do that, the more people will see the video. Share the video with someone you think might like it, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Obviously we've already smashed the 11,000 mark. Let's see if we can get to 1250 by the end of the year. So, or 12,500 we'll say. So we'll see if we can hit that. Sort of a new milestone, or a new benchmark, or a new target. There we go, that's probably better. So we'll see if we can get that. So yeah, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Doesn't cost you a penny, and you get to see my fantastic content when it was released. Normal videos are released, you know, the normal vlogs, full-size vlogs are released on Mondays at 6 PM, and then a little debrief is released on a Sunday at 10 AM. And then there could be additional stuff in between when I have time to do it. At the moment, not a lot, because I'm doing too many vlogs. Alright, take it easy, look after yourselves, drive safely. Thanks for trucking around with Jono, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbyes!